All right. And we should be live.
We're
Welcome,
here.
everybody in the chat. What?
We're here.
We're here. Hey, everybody. How's it going, guys? Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Welcome to another Work After Hours, the thing that shall not be named special, where we do this every week because everybody is bored and everybody's at home. Hey, to everybody in the chat, we've got, let's see, Kathleen's in there. We got Pistol Pete, Professor. Oh, Manny Things, I saw him up there. Micah's in here, and he's on time. Nice. Let's see, who else do we have in there? Harry was in there like 20 minutes ago. I don't know if he's down there in there anymore, but if he is, how's it going? Oh, I accidentally paused this instead of just muting it, so let's fix that. Okay, there we go. So how's everybody doing? Builder, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Not so great.
Tired.
I've had much better weeks / months. There we go. Then
I almost sent you a text that said, "I don't feel good. I'm going to bed," but I'm being a trooper.
You are. You're a trooper. Yeah, I'm here, and we'll get this shindig going. Sam Gal's in the chat. How's it going? Chad Olds is in there. So let's go ahead and start it off tonight. We're going to start with some gun news. I actually did my job this week and looked into some gun news a little bit. So we got a couple of new guns coming out this week. We've got from Masterpiece Arms, the 35 DMG. So this is, Builder tells me this thing was already out a little bit, but it did not have the pistol brace that it now has. So it's a side-charging 9mm subgun, 5.5-inch barrel, very similar to a Mac 11, but this one is kind of cool. It takes Glock mags. Do they make one with stick mags?
They still make one with stick mags. I don't know that it has that whole chassis on it.
Okay. Anyway, so this new one comes with a CAC Shockwave or a pistol brace. And the price is set at about $800, which is, I feel like that's pretty entry level for like the lower end guns in this segment. What did we ever decide what we were going to call this segment? Like this section? Is it subguns or
just calling it subguns?
All right, I like that, subguns.
It's not right, but it's what they are. Civvy subguns.
Harry says that it looks like the mental effects from cabin fever and scurvy are setting in with you. Kathleen,
that's just a week of a trim carpenter being a frame carpenter.
Oh, are you still doing framing?
I'm still doing framing. I'm tired.
That is rough. That is rough. Ghost Tactical's in the house. How's it going, man? So Professor says he really wants a 10mm subgun now.
Me too.
I totally agree. I always crap on pistol caliber carbines because especially like the full size ones, like if you get a full size PCC, that's taking up all the amount of space for a rifle. But with 10mm is a badass round when you get it in a long barrel. Like if you get the hot ones, they're nice. Manny wants to know if you actually remember how to frame a house.
Barely.
You would be totally out of practice if you hadn't helped me frame a room like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, because that's totally how we do it.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
In the real world.
All right, next up. CZ.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Professor.
Wait.
Aero Precision is coming out with a 10mm subgun.
I've decided the Aero matched set is going to be my next AR set. They got a match set, a really nice match set for like $200.
I have an Aero match set. That's what my
I know,
half's on.
And that gun is great, and I want one.
My next AR is going to be a 12.5-inch Aero pistol.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. I think I'm going to go with a rifle again. I've already got my pistol. I'm going to go with a rifle next.
Nope.
Kathleen wants to know are framers really carpenters?
With or without meth?
Let's go without meth.
Mm.
It's still a hard run. Sam Gal says 10mm Strybog. I would be down for a 10mm Strybog. It'd have to run on the roller chassis that they came out with the Gen 3, but dude, I would all be down for that. Manny says you got to be a 13.7 to be a hipster.
If it's 13.7, why wouldn't I just use my 14.5?
Because that's not a hipster length.
No. See, the goal is I have a 14.5 and I have a 10.5. I need to get the 12.5.
Split the difference.
And then I need to get an 8.5, which they do make 8.5-inch 5.56 barrels.
Why would you do this?
Because I like the little bitty ones. And then I need a 16.5, an 18.5, and a 20.5.
Who's 7.5? Or no, it was. I shot a coworker's 7.5 one time, and it was not pleasant. I was at an indoor range, so there is that. But 7.5's not a big fan. 10.5's love them. I love my 10.5. It's
My first AR pistol was an 11.5, and this 10.5's a lot better.
Yeah. Harry wants a Bren 10 with a mag, just one mag. Ooh, Mandy says that the 8.5 needs to be 300 blackout.
Nope.
Builder's not a blackout fan.
Won't get it.
I kind of
wouldn't touch it.
I kind of want to blackout again, but at the same time, I don't. If I ever do a blackout again, it's just going to be a blackout upper. I'm not going to spend the money on like an entire dedicated blackout rifle. But that's going to come like way after like the 50 Beowulf, which is
if somebody gave me an 8.5-inch 300 blackout barrel,
sell it.
I would probably weld a hammerhead to it and use it as a hammer handle.
That would be pretty
I
awesome.
do not want one.
I'm not going to lie, that would be pretty awesome. Oh, Mandy says don't forget that we need a Grand Power Excalibur. I would love a Grand Power Excalibur. I emailed them to try to get one, and they never. Nope, nothing.
The Bren 10s are really sweet, but I have a special place in my heart for the Smith & Wesson 1006s. I like those a lot. They're a little
those are based off of the general, like the 9006 frame or design, right?
Yeah, it's bigger, but yeah.
Right. It's a full-size frame instead of the mid-size frame for the smaller calibers, but
yeah.
Yeah, I had a 10. What's the 40 cal version?
Yours is a weird number. It's not the 4006.
No, it was like a 906, something like that. It was weird. It made no sense, but I liked it. It was okay. I mean, everything was great about it except for the caliber. It shot 40. So when I cleaned out my 40, I got rid of it. But okay. So next up on our list of news, CZ has officially announced that they're coming out with this pistol that we all knew was coming eventually anyway. The Shadow 2 Optics Ready. It looks like it works on an optics plate system. I don't know what system. I highly doubt they're going to use the optics plate system that like the P10s use. So yet again, CZ making you have to get new plates for crap because they don't think about any of that stuff. And the MSRP for this thing is $1,549. Builder, what are your thoughts?
I was just telling somebody earlier today that there are two pistols on my list. And when I say pistols, I mean like 9mm guns that go in holsters.
That's fair.
And one of them is that. Unless it drives the price of the normal Shadow 2 down, and then I'll get a normal Shadow 2 and mill it. And the other is this is such a long name. The M&P 2.0 4.25-inch barrel, 9mm Performance Center core ported.
So that's a good list of pistols. My thoughts on this are, so I like the idea. I hope that they reuse the optics plate from the P10. I mean, it's CZ's custom or their standard to not utilize multiple pieces across multiple guns, which is unfortunate, but it'd be nice if they used those. The MSRP of $1,549 has me a little bit concerned. Bumping the price up that much for an optics ready, you're getting into Q5 territory, or Q5 SF Match Pro territory, which is, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do think that the Shadow 2, I do think it's a better gun. But that being said, I don't know. That seems like a lot. I wish they would have kept that under like down underneath 15 or 1400. I mean, granted, the MSRP it's probably going to sell for 14.9 or 14.50 once the prices settle, but that's still, I don't know. Just I would have liked it a little bit lower.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. That's a lot of money.
Which is why I'll get the MMP first.
That's fair. Let's see. What did Professor say that? Oh. Right, Pistol Pete. The street price will be less eventually, but and yes, what Loudner said, the Shadow 2 will be better than the Q5 SF. It will be a better gun. I just at the price point that the standard Shadows sell, which is for under $1,200, I feel like a $350 increase for an optic system. If they do that, if they have that $350 price increase, it had better come with an extra mag and it had better come with optics plates. I think that's about it. Harry said he'd rather have the MMP also. I don't think it's so much as you'd rather have the MMP. It's that the MMP is actually affordable.
Thanks, Harry.
I'm
not saying I've owned half as much as you, but I've owned my fair share of firearms, and I kind of got set in my ways as far as what I want.
He has indeed. All right, next up from EAA. EAA is an importer. I think all they do is import, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
So they are bringing in a Gerson, which Builder actually kind of showed me those. Shoot, how long ago has that been now that you first showed me those things? It's been like a year, hadn't it?
At least.
So these are not all of them, but Gerson does a Beretta knockoff. That is a really good Beretta knockoff. Didn't the forums say like all of the internals are swappable?
So they made the one that I was looking at. They made it. It was a full size frame with a shorter slide. I don't remember if that's the Brigadier or the Centurion, but they basically made that. And I was looking at getting Wilson Combat parts kits for it, as far as the Traeger goes and everything. And everything is 100% compatible. In that particular case, it was except for the recoil spring, obviously.
Right.
Because I was looking at the full-size kit.
So, I accidentally deleted it over here. Let's see if it'll come back. There we go. So this particular one is a 4.9-inch barrel. It's called the Regard Gen 4. It's a 4.9-inch barrel, 18-round magazines, and the MSRP on it is $562, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah. Literally the only thing I don't like about that, and it's because I have a Gen 5 Glock now, and screw everything before that, is finger grooves on a pistol are stupid.
Oh, do they have finger grooves still?
Yes. The EAA Beretta knockoffs have, or the Gerson or whatever, those Beretta knockoffs have finger grooves on them, built into the metal frame.
What did I say that was called? The Regard Gen 4.
Regard Gen 4. But it does have some really nice looking front slide serrations. The description...
Oh, dang it, it does. We would have to clean those up.
The description of the product says it has a frame safety, which is not the case.
Nope, it is a slide safety. It's got dumb little cutouts, though.
It has the Beretta Elite 2 hammer on it. That's
good. The Beretta 92, their stock hammer, is one of my biggest pet peeves about that gun stock.
Yeah. The front sight is dovetailed, so you can actually change the sights. Yeah, I mean, I'm scrolling through pictures of it right now. It looks like a very nice gun.
I agree. Loudner says finger grooves are awesome. With my small child hands being European size, apparently, the finger grooves would probably work for me. Oh, Kathleen wants to know if you got your 17 MOS.
Yes, I did. Never going back.
Back to what?
Exactly.
To irons. Screw irons.
You know what's...
Dot life.
Short of going with an optic plate system, like if you already have especially a Glock. If you already have a Glock that is non-optics cut, there's basically been two options forever, or not even forever, but the Unity Tactical Atom system, ATOM, is an optic mounting system that has multiple different plates. Agency Arms has their AOS that is very similar and equally as awesome, but I'm going to mill my 19 and my 34 for optics. I'm just going to mill them for RMR. There's so many optics that fit on an RMR footprint that there's no reason.
Yep, I agree. Yeah,
Loudner, I have a 34. I love my 34, but I don't plan on carrying a 34. I just wanted the larger frame of the 17 for a carry gun.
Yeah. I mean, if you can carry as I always say, carry the biggest gun you can get away with. And for you, that's a 17.
I've been carrying it. It has been concealing under a t-shirt. It's great.
Loudner says RMR mill is the correct answer. Absolutely.
It is.
The
509T direct mount, not direct mounts, comes with a plate to direct mount on an
RMR footprint.
Nice. Why would you do anything else?
And
Gen 4 non-MOS 34, Kathleen.
You see a lot of posts on the internet asking about dots and stuff, and so like these days it's so easy. There's three answers. If you're on a budget and it's a carry optic, Holosun. If it's a carry optic and you're not on a budget, RMR. If it's a gamer option and you're on a budget, Holosun. If it's a gamer optic and you're not on a budget, SRO. Mm-hmm. And if you're planning to blow it up, then you get either the 508 or 509. All of those.
The thing I'm struggling with right now is the fact that I can't get a 509T 509T or the new 508. And I'm really struggling with the fact that I can get an RMR right now. Or I can
Kathleen, yes, you said Gen 4.
What?
Kathleen was asking for verification on if you said Gen 4.
Gen 4 on my 34, yeah. Gen 5 on the 17. So I could get an RMR or I could get an SRO right now, but I want the Holosun.
Holosun. Remember, Holosun shirts are still on sale. So Loudner says that he uses CNH plates. Builder's using a CNH plate now. I've got a CNH plate on both my P10, and I just put one on my Legion, which is fan-freaking-tastic. CNH does make some of the best plates. No, it doesn't matter what you think about them personality-wise. Their plates are pretty damn good. Kathleen, both Builder and I are running the V4 plates, and the V4s are a worthy upgrade. If you've got a V3 plate from CNH, they have a program to upgrade that to a V4, and it's worth the $35. It's just
so aesthetically pleasing as well.
They're aesthetically pleasing. They're low profile, like they're about half the thickness of a V3 plate.
The plate on mine is metal, not polymer.
Yes, mine as well. I'm not sold on the polymer plates yet. I know that CNH has done some looking into and stuff, but I'm just not sold on it. I like steel. Manny says CNH is funny. They are. CNH they're trolls. Like they will go troll people. That's one of the things they do. But
I haven't followed any of that stuff. They're messing with people.
Huh?
They're messing with people.
Oh, they do it all the time.
Nice.
Yeah. But so these are the metal V4 plates. These are steel. Which are still, I think they go for the same price as the V3 steel plates did. I think they're around the same like $60, $70 mark.
Hell, you still don't have your 17 MOS? That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. You need to cancel that order and get it from somebody else. Manny says,
You know
too
what
bad
I got
you your
today?
logo on your plate. I would love my logo on my, except it would be under my dot, but I am going to give me just a second.
Oh, I was just going to leave. I got something fun today in the mail, and now I have to wait for him to get back.
Okay, now you can leave.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. So I am actually working on, so I've got new mag carriers for my USPSA rig. And they're Black Scorpion knockoffs. And by knockoffs, I mean they're just unbranded Black Scorpions, but they have this gigantic area right here. Right there. And you know what would look awesome in that area right there? My friggin' Work the Trigger logo. I'm hoping that I can get something either laser etched or something on there, because I really want my logo on there. I think Builder, once he gets back, I'll have to ask him, because I think he's got red ones coming in. I think we're swapping. I don't really know. But yeah, I want my Work the Trigger logo on there, because that would be awesome. Let's see. Reading. Sorry, guys.
I should have muted my mic so you guys could have heard that loud grunt as soon as I stood up.
Is that a framing grunt?
Yes. So why does my body hurt? I'm only 30. So.
Hey, you get much older and your body starts fighting back. So
this is a 20-round PMag. It's what I carry in my 10.5, my 10.5-inch AR pistol. This is the new ATI quad stack 60 rounder. And it is glorious. And I'm very happy about my decision. And it's very hard to load.
Oh my gosh. Harry put
people
it in for his 17 in mid-March.
You people with weak fingers won't be able to load it.
So I won't be able to load it?
Maybe.
Is that what you're saying? Hey, they may be small, but they are mighty.
I was really excited. I went into my gun room to get my my mag loader for my drum.
Yeah.
That I don't have because I don't have my drum.
It's over there.
And I was like, oh no.
Let's see. Okay. So next up,
mags are underrated, especially if you have I run this in a bag. My 10.5, and the 20 rounder just fits in it very nice.
There you go. I need to figure out a better way to keep my stick mags for my bog. Where the bog currently is, there's not a good spot for them. I need a bag or something, but I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Okay. Next up is a couple of things that nobody really gives too much of a crap about. FN won a split contract for $383 million, split with Colt, to produce AR pattern, I guess, whatever the military designation is that they're selling. I don't know exactly which designation it is, but anyway, for foreign countries. So FN and Colt are going to be selling guns out of the U.S. The Department of Defense. This one was interesting, I thought. So the Department of Defense selected a Hornady 6.5 Creedmoor for their long-range sniper round to replace 300 Win Mag. What do you think about that?
6.5 Creedmoor to replace 300 Win Mag?
Yep.
I've said for people getting into long-range shooting, if they don't already have a gun, 6.5 Creedmoor is the way to go. Especially if you're just getting into reloading or whatever. I have 308s, so if I was to go into long-range stuff, I feel the best thing that I could do is to use my existing 30 cal projectile and to go full America and just put more gas behind it and use a 300 Win Mag. So I am a big fan of 300 Win Mag, but there's also a reason that our troops aren't running around with 308s. That round's a whole lot more heavy than a 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yes, it is.
Heavy to carry. The mags are not going to have the capacity. The mags are going to be bigger. Everything's going to be bigger. So
Yep.
I definitely see the advantage of 6.5 Creedmoor. And it is a long range caliber.
Yeah, Creedmoor is more accurate than 308 by quite a bit. 300 Win Mag, I'm
Not
not
necessarily more accurate, but more distance.
It's more accurate at distance, I guess. So when you start reaching out to the end of its effectiveness, you're going to get more hits with the 6.5 than you will with a 308. I don't know about the Win Mag though. I mean, they both have very similar.
They have very similar trajectories. It just depends on projectiles at that point.
Right. And you're right. The 6.5 is going to weigh way less. So
I just like 30 cal, especially if I can get 30 cal going really fast.
Yeah.
30 cal going really fast is awesome.
Kathleen wants to know if I prefer the CZ Striker over the Glock. Well, I carry a P10 and I own both the P10 and the Glock 19.
You haven't even seen your Glock 19 in months.
It's not been months. It's been a month.
It's been as long as I haven't seen my Rock Island.
It's true.
Glorious Rock Island.
I need to tear that thing apart still.
Aw.
I know, dude. I have not had the best of months. to be fair.
At least you're not getting attacked by murder hornets.
That's true. Oh man, the murder hornets. I'm just gonna start carrying around like tennis rackets in my car.
That's why I got the 60-round mag. I'm just gonna spray it up in the air.
I'll do what I used to do to bumblebees. Just smack them with the tennis racket and it chops them into pieces.
Did you see the 22 Plinkster post?
No. Oh yeah, he's been waiting to practice for this his entire life.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Ooh, Harry said they're working on 6.5 belt feds. Now that would be kind of awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be
and
awesome.
Manny, I do it every night before I go to bed, so it's just it's become routine at this point.
Dang it. Just don't catch it on that nasty ass front cut on that thing.
Oh my gosh, I hate your gun so much. I would sell that thing in a heartbeat.
I would. I wish I could sell it and just get another one without that.
I'd be complaining to Glock, see if I could send the frame in, pay him like $100.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Frame. I might do that.
They'll probably do it.
I'll do that. I'm not going to pay the $100 though.
They will.
But I don't want to pay them $100. I just want it.
If you like mess up your stippling on your Glock frame, you can send it back to Glock and they will send you a new frame. They just charge you like $100.
But I don't want to pay $100 for something that they screwed up. That cutout is dumb.
You know what's not dumb? My 17.
That's why it pays to wait until the gun companies get all their crap figured out.
Yours still has a better trigger.
Yeah. Oh, mine is it's well worn in. Loudner says Glock 19 beats a P10 unless you have tiny hands. I have tiny hands.
I would take a P10C over that Glock 19.
Would you really? You hate that kind of? Well, I guess
particular Glock 19.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I knew exactly what you were saying. Manny says Glock 17 for life. There you go. You got a fan.
I would take the Glock 17 over either one of those guns.
Pistol Pete says Glock screwed something up. No way. Glock screws, I swear, they are the most self-righteous bunch of bastards.
The Glock 26 is more comfortable to hold than a early Gen 5 Glock 19.
Yeah.
Fight me.
I agree with that. Well, for you, I don't like it. Doesn't bother me because I have tiny child hands, but maybe for you, I don't know. Well, I think that is it for our news this week. Anybody in the chat have any other news that they want to talk about before we move on? I guess I'm not just going to sit here quiet the whole time because they're like 2 minutes behind us anyway. So Harry says the 6.5 PRC is better than WinMag, but they're running Creedmoor, right? Not PRC and Creedmoor are different things, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Creedmoor is far more practical.
That's fair. Kathleen says that's the chat. That's not the chat. We got fun stuff coming up. We got games for days. I mean, they're not really games, but it's something at least.
That first game we played where it was match the gun with the person or whatever.
The gun to the car.
Gun to the car.
Uh-huh.
My wife got so mad at me because I was laughing so hard. How close to that?
We'll try not to do that tonight. Okay. So our first not so topic stuff for the night is a would you rather set. So as we're going through the would you rathers that I've got written down, please feel free, chat, to include your own would you rathers. And if they're good enough, we'll run those and we'll complain about them and go off about them. Okay. So my first would you rather is, would you rather carry outside the waistband for the rest of your life or inside the waistband, small of the back? Those are your two options. You had nothing, no opinion on that?
I would do an outside the waistband with a little gun.
I would too. Oh man, small of the back just scares me.
Yep, I would do outside the waistband with a small gun like a 43 or a 26 or a 365. So I could still, quote, blouse my shirt over top of it and conceal it fairly well. With a nice holster from a reputable holster manufacturer that makes holsters for everybody in this world, and not just people who do
just right-handed, correct-handed people. Harry really wants to know why I don't replace the Strybog for an AR in that role. So I do for long. We're talking about for a truck gun. So I do for long trips. However, for short trips, the likelihood of my vehicle getting broken into and it getting taken are high enough that I would rather the Strybog get stolen than an AR. That's why. I know the AR is a better option. I know it is. But the liability in the event that something goes drastically wrong and it gets taken is much lower with the Strybog. So yeah, that's why I run the Strybog as a truck gun when I run a truck gun in town. Again, for long trips, like if I'm going out of town, the pistol goes with me. The AR pistol goes with me. So yeah, let's see what are some of the other options. So we got outside waistband. So nobody's going to run small in the back. That's kind of a shame. I used to run at 5 o'clock, which I don't recommend. So, but I was out the range.
Wear one in her hat.
Huh?
Kathleen's going to wear one in her hat.
Oh, that's
Do you have one of those big Southern old lady hats? You know, the really big ones that are like 5 foot wide?
Yeah.
The sun hats? That would be glorious. You could hide an AK in there. I'm not calling you an old lady. I'm just making a reference to a hat.
Right. The red hat ladies. So, anyway, so I used to run 5 o'clock, and one time I was at the range, and our range is, if you get up close to the berm, the ground is not so flat. And I was backing up, stepped in the hole, fell right on my back, and rolled right across my 5 o'clock, and it hurt. It hurt real bad. Like not like put me on the ground, but I felt I was bruised for a couple of days, and immediately stopped carrying at 5 o'clock, and it kind of lends some credence to the whole carry small of the back and you could severely injure yourself. Hey, Bald Curious is here. How's it going, man? So yeah, the Strybog, I've run 147 grain gold dots. I've run Hornady, whatever they're like 124 grain, I think.
Critical defense.
I ran some of those dang the civil defense from Liberty, those silver bullet. Yeah, I ran some of those through that thing. That was freaking loud. But yeah, that thing.
I gave some of those to my buddy when he bought the 17.
Yeah.
From me, and I was like, shoot these after you shoot some other ones. He's blasting away, put those in, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, they're so much fun."
They are, man.
Because with the comp, they're just great.
Yep. Was that you sold my comp, didn't you?
I did.
You bum.
You don't need one.
It's all right. I don't. No. I'm not a big comp fan on a carry gun, so there is that.
I'm
Let's
not
see.
anymore.
Wield and Wear Armed wants to know if I've seen the SAR K12 Sport. They're here in the U.S., imported by SAR USA. I've seen them. I've never run one. I've never held one, but I've seen them. I'd love to play with one. That's what she said. So,
Ooh,
all right.
That's a pretty gun.
Which one? The
SAR
SAR?
K12 Sport.
Uh-huh. It is indeed. That's not what I wanted to do.
Next, would you rather?
Okay, so the next would you rather. This one was for you, Builder. Are you looking at it right now?
Yep. Yep.
Hey,
I already have an answer to it.
would you rather own a Tech 9 or a Jimenez pistol? Let's make the Jimenez in 32 ACP.
Oh, man.
What is it? What
Is
would
this
you
like
do? Mine is a Tech
exclusively
9.
owned,
I would
or
own-
just like somebody gave it to me, or I found it
No, you have to
alongside
buy
the road?
You have to buy one of those. But we'll do this. We'll say that both of them are $300. So for $300, if you could get a Tech 9 or a Jimenez 32 ACP pistol, which one would you do?
I mean, I think I'd probably save the $300 and vote Democrat.
That hurts, man. The Tech 9 is awesome. Admit
You
it.
ruined it with the 32 ACP and $300. Why would you spend $300 on a Jimenez pistol?
You buy a Tech 9 for $300 and you think they already, if you thought Tech 9s were already unreliable, wait till you get a $300 one. That's called a lead pipe with a stick out the bottom.
Yeah.
Haha, Tech 9s are winning. Take that.
It's the better option, but you kind of stack that one in your favor.
Okay.
So I will add a second
9mm Jimenez.
one.
You'll lose an eye. You will lose an eye when that slide comes back at you.
So would you rather own, new question,
Okay.
a
All right.
Tech 9
Okay.
or a Mac 11?
Mm,
One of them works.
I know. It'd have to be a Mac 11, but
It has to be a Mac 11.
I just love the Tech 9. I
Mac
want two
11s
of them.
giggly.
The thing with the Tech 9 is it's not like I'm ever going to actually shoot them. I just want them to look cool.
You get airsoft guns and call it done.
But I want it to be a real bang bang. Dang it. But yeah, I'd have to go Mac 11. You're a jerk for that, though. Okay. The next, and I've not seen any other would you rather's in the chat. So guys, get on it. Get on it. We got to get at least one more because I've got one more written down here. But okay, the last would you rather? Would you rather run a 45 1911 outside the waistband? This is for the rest of your life. A 45 1911 outside the waistband, or a Glock 17L appendix inside the waistband.
I like both of those options.
That
I would have both of those guns sitting on my nightstand and change it depending on the day.
As a short person, I can't run a 17L inside the appendix. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I did
my 17 with the comp
where
on
there
it.
is not space to have.
I did my 17 with the comp, and it was longer than my 34.
So is a 17L.
It wasn't quite 17L, but it was fine.
Yeah, until you went to training and you reholstered.
Oh, and I burned my pee-pee.
That was the best thing ever. Oh, I just remember you reholstering and you go, oh, that's hot. And we're all looking like, what? Oh, man. We need to hit up another training thing.
I think it's funny how everybody's like, both of those are okay.
I know.
Obviously, if you have a 1911, you're required by law to carry it outside the waistband in the leather holster.
I need a leather holster for mine because I want to be able to carry it at
I
least.
don't know if you're allowed to carry yours since it's 9mm.
Shut your mouth. At least I can hit my target multiple times. I don't need to hit them. I just need to go past them real quick or real close. The concussion will concuss them to death. What? What? All right, Harry, my wife would question why a convoy of if I carried my 1911, is that what he's talking about? I don't know. Or if I smashed my junk with the
No, if you carried the appendix 17L.
That is a good point. Is that Wield and Well Armed says he'd love to find a 17L. They've had a 17L at one of our local gun stores. Actually, I don't know if they've got it anymore, but they had it there for about 8 months.
Where?
Nobody applied. I sent you a picture of it, and I said, "Hey, get over here, buy this." And you go,
I don't remember that.
Dude, I did it.
Oh.
Go back and find that text and rub it in your face.
Good luck.
Yeah, I probably switched phones since then.
I had a 17L. It was so nice.
And then you were dumb. You did dumb things.
Didn't know what I had.
You know what they say, you don't know what it's got till it's gone. Pave paradise and put up a parking lot. Ooh, wop, bop, bop, bop.
I sold a 17L and got a 21.
That was too far, wasn't it? Shooting Gallery says he carries a Glock 20 on the regular. Yeah, but that's like a 20 is like a little bit longer than a 17, isn't it? Or is it even
a little bit longer, but it's
thicker,
fatter.
Right. Would you call me? Did you call me fatter than a 17L? Okay, Manny thinks.
Okay, I have somebody on my phone whose ringtone is Baby Shark.
Who?
The only girl that works with me.
Okay. That's terrible. You're mean.
But I have that because everybody on the crew gets mad when she calls.
That's awesome. Okay. So Manny says, would you rather watch Frozen once a day for the rest of your life or change your ringtone to Baby Shark and leave the volume on always? Okay, let me ask you this first. Frozen 1 or Frozen 2? Because if I could rock out to frickin' Lost in the Woods daily, I'd do it. You're not a Lost in the Woods fan? Dude, that is like an 80s power ballad. That is the best song out of all of the Frozen crap. I'm assuming that yours
will all make sense when I am older.
Yeah, okay, all right. That is a close second because that song is awesome. Because Olaf is the best. Okay. So I would honestly, neither one of those is too bad. I don't really care. I'd watch Frozen daily, whatever. Pistol Pete.
We have little kids like this.
Yeah, this is nothing new to us. I just watched Frozen like 2 days ago, the second one. So Pistol Pete says, would you rather listen to an hour-long video stream from Yankee Marshall or an hour-long from Nothing Fancy doing a Casio watch review? Well, what's...
To be fair, I've only watched like one Yankee Marshall video ever, and I'm going to say Nothing Fancy.
You know, honestly, I don't know. Neither one of those would bother me too much. I can watch the Yankee Marshall stuff more often than not. Now, if you're talking like one of his rant videos, I would choose Nothing Fancy, but I get burnt out on Nothing Fancy's delivery real quick. I can watch one of his videos if I'm really interested in the thing that he's doing, but man, if it's a Casio watch, I'm probably going to watch the Yankee Marshall video. Is this just once, or is this like daily for the rest of your life?
This next game that you have lined up here, I have an answer for every single one of them.
That is fantastic, because I don't. I just wrote the things down. Oh, by the way, if you come up with new careers, feel free to put them in there. Harry says Baby Shark all day. I honestly, I am more sick of Baby Shark with having listened to that as many times as I have than Frozen having watched it as many times as I had.
Yeah, at least it has variation. It's not just the same thing over and over for 3
That's
minutes.
what I'm saying. It's got a storyline. I can pay attention to it. It's fun sometimes.
I've listened or watched it enough. I don't cry at the end now.
Harry, I agree with you. Yankee is entertaining. He's an entertaining guy. Even though he's an old fart who just kind of goes off on rants. Huh?
He's got to be getting old.
He's actually not that old. Yankee's like mid-50s, I think.
Oh, I was thinking nothing fancy.
I think he's about the same age. No, he's probably early 50s. Nothing is. I don't know. If anybody knows how old they are, post that down there because I'm interested.
Pizza.
Pizza. Oh, I could eat the same pizza every day. No problem.
I don't even care for pizza that much. Pizza.
What if it's Pizza Hut pizza?
Okay.
Vegetarian.
No, I eat Pizza Hut pizza every day.
Or no, Papa John's. Sorry, Papa John's pizza. What if it's Papa John's pizza? Forgot Pizza Hut's the one you like, you weirdo. Yeah.
I can't be a vegetarian. Like
no,
I can't say those words.
We've switched to Domino's. I'm a fan of Domino's. Actually, Domino's pizza
is a good median.
Domino's pizza is pretty good. Their nacho cheese dipping sauce, their cheese sauce. Oh, dude, it's freaking awesome. It puts
next time you order from them, get one of their sandwiches.
Okay,
they're
I'll do
wonderful. Anyway,
yeah. Anyway, okay. So that is all of our would you rather's. Next up, we've got a. This is a continuation of a game that actually Builder was kind of talking about earlier. So this is match the gun to the career. So I'm going to list off a career, and then Builder and myself and everybody in the chat, I want you guys to tell us what type of gun this person is carrying. Let's go ahead and say what should we do off the job? Because a lot of them can't carry on the job anyway. So,
yep,
it's their EDC. Okay, all right. Sorry, I got a indigestion going. Burp. Okay, first career, a lawyer.
I have 2 options for this one.
Okay,
2 different lawyers.
do your first one, and then I'll do one, and then you can give your next one while they're all chit chatting.
The first one would be a stainless J-frame in 38 special.
Ooh, that's good. Okay. So my first option would be a SIG 938. I think they'd run one to that. All right, what's your second option?
A Salient Glock 19.
Ooh. See, I was going to go with a Kimber on that one. A polished Kimber for my option 2. Notice both of those are 1911 based.
Torch Judge.
As fitting as that would be, nobody in there. Lawyers do enough research to know better than that. Wield and Wear Arms says a Bond 357. What else we got? That's it.
I like Manny's answer. I was actually going to say Glock for every single one of them.
Where's the fun in that? So shooting gallery says Smith & Wesson model 65-3. I have no idea what that is.
You have to say dash.
65-3.
Yep.
Looking it up. Oh, is that a 3-inch barrel? I'm guessing that's what the 3 is. I like 3-inch barrel revolvers. They're just awesome. All right, what else we got? Kathleen's got nothing. Professor says Smith & Wesson 642. Pistol Pete says pepper spray because they can't get into the courthouse with a gun on them. I'm assuming that's why he's putting that. Oh, Harry says a Korth revolver. Oh, man, Korth makes some pretty stuff. They do. I'd love to touch one of those, but I could never buy one. Okay, so our next career is an engineer. So what would an engineer carry?
Glock.
Builder? A Glock?
19. 26. No. 43.
So my problem here is I know too many engineers. and man, they all carry something different. So I'm going to go with, because it's an engineer, I'm going to go with the Walther PPQ. Because huh?
PPK.
I love me some PPK, but it ended up being a PPQ. I think a Walther, they would gravitate towards that German engineering, or maybe like something like a Sphinx, going with the swift precision, something along those lines. That's what I'm going with. So for the lawyer, we've got Pistol Pete says a P10C. Wield and Wear Arms says a Hudson. That's not a bad choice if Hudson hadn't gone under. That would have been a good one. That's a very weird screen name. I'm not even nope. Let's see. Harry says an engineer would carry a Ruger LC9S. They tend to be tight. That's actually not far off from what I know. So Shooting Gallery says CCP07. Professor says a Walther CCP. Okay, so I shot a CCP for the first time ever. That trigger is atrocious. I will never own one of those guns. It hurt me very much to shoot that thing. Bald and Curious has a Sphinx for sale. Dude, I can't afford a Sphinx. I actually, you know what though? I wouldn't mind one. I got rid of my P07, but I wouldn't mind a Sphinx. Those things they're nice. I want one just to have one for a while. Okay. Our next contender in the what would they carry match the gun to the career is an accountant. Builder, what would an accountant carry?
I forgot my answer for this one.
Harry says an SSCY. I'm assuming that's for the engineer still, but you forgot your accountant one?
I did.
See, I would go with a revolver for the accountant, but
I was thinking, I wanted to say J-frame again, but I didn't want to repeat that one.
I'd go with the Kimber revolver or a J-frame. Those are my two options. You got nothing?
SIG 365.
That's not a bad choice. I like it. As if they're going semi-auto, I would agree with that.
They were going for the most amount of numbers.
In the smallest space. Okay. And also I think accountant, I think they're going to want to keep it small, very discreet, very, that's what I would go with. Something small and discreet. And they seem like they would be revolver people. See, Brian McD says an M&P Easy 380. Shooting Gallery New England says a Kimber Evo. Let's see. Professor says a Taurus G2C for the accountant. Bald and Curious is still trying to get me to buy a Sphinx. I can't buy anything right now. I'm on 80% pay right now, so I can buy nothing. Harry says, like a normal accountant's an SSCY, a drug lord accountant, a Chrome Baby Eagle. That's probably pretty accurate, man. Dual revolvers, says Michael. Let's see. Oh, we're talking a profession, Bald and Curious, not the movie accountant, which I still have not seen.
I haven't either.
It's not streaming anywhere, and I don't pay for movies. And I have, the last time I illegally downloaded one, I got dinged by my internet service provider. So,
really?
Yeah, they watch that crap. I need to get a VPN. Apparently, Nord is the place to go, but I don't have one yet. Okay, our next career. This one the builder should be better at. Construction.
Smith & Wesson SD9 VE.
No, you know what? I don't have a better one than that.
Come at me.
I don't. Yeah. No, that's really good. Damn it. I was thinking like a Ruger security, but no, you nailed it. You freaking nailed it. I don't even, yeah. Wield and Wear Armed. Where is the accountant streaming? Well, for free. It's got to stream for free. I'm not renting that crap. So tell me where it's streaming for free. So Manny Thing says a Glock 17. Harry says a Taurus.
I mean, Manny's not wrong, right?
Neither is Harry. The Taurus G3, that's not wrong either.
That's not wrong. Yep.
Shooting Gallery says a Ruger P85. Kathleen says that was her first pistol. That's cool. You know what? The SD9s, those aren't bad guns. They're clone Glocks, essentially.
These recommendations or guesses hurt my soul a little bit.
and yet. Professor says a Ruger SR 1911 for construction. That's too expensive.
Ow! That hurt my heart a lot.
Those are expensive guns for what they are.
Uh-huh.
Hey. All right, that's fair. Harry says, or a Glock 23 police trade-in.
That one hurts the most.
That's good.
Because it's going to be Gen 3.
Yes, it is. Oh, man. Okay. Our next contender for the match the gun to the career is bartender. What would a bartender carry?
NFA double-barreled shorty.
Yeah, I think that's pretty. Yeah. And if they're going with a gun, with a handgun, you know what? Oh man. You know, you'd think since I wrote these, I would like thought about them before. I didn't.
Hold on a second. I have to correct an injustice.
Yep.
Harry, I'm not the boss, and I carry a Glock. A brand new Glock. One of many brand new Glocks that I have bought.
With a dot.
That's not fair. That's not mine.
That's true. That's true. On a plate that you didn't pay for.
Shh.
Oh man. Harry says an NAA mini revolver for the bartender, and honestly, yes. But here's the thing: the NAA mini revolver is actually held up over the bar on a belt buckle. It's in the middle of a belt buckle over the bar, and they actually have to get up there and pull it. No, it's on them.
It's on the tap.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Ooh, Harry's pushing it. Never mind.
Shooting Gallery.
The other guys on the crew carry.
You're right. So Shooting Gallery says a CZ Rammy. I'm not sure bartenders make enough to carry that. Harry says that for the money, he actually likes the G2 and G3. The G3
I shot the G2C.
well.
You shot the G2C as well.
Yeah, it shot okay.
Yeah, and I've handled the G3, and for the money, I wouldn't be opposed to getting one.
Yeah. So for the bartender, I'm going to go with. I'm just going to go with a pump 870. Because I'm in my brain space here. I'm seeing them grabbing an 870 out from behind the counter and doing the one-handed ka-chunk. Hey, Locks here with the super chat. Thank you very much, man. He's got a busy night at work, but we're glad to have you here, have you hanging out with us. So, Locke, currently we are doing a match the gun to the career little game here. If there's a career that anybody wants us to match the gun to, please post it down in the chat because we've got one more after this one. Okay, we got one more. So if you've got a career that you want us to match a gun to, post it up in the chat. I guess that's true. The bartenders in like bars in bigger cities make decent money, and it's not like they claim taxes or anything. So, man. Professor says a pump clone 870, so like a partner.
Yeah,
dude, you can't do the partner with one hand. Those things weigh like twice as much as an 870. It's insane.
You have to turn it all the way over and then turn it back over, make it use its weight against it.
Oh, all right. So Shooting Gallery says what gauge? If we're going with the double barrel sawed off, I'm going 10 gauge.
That's the dream,
Right? All right, I got to put locks down here. He's got a.
'Cause I'm pretty sure. Was it Bald and Curious? Was that you that posted the picture of the 10 gauge? I'm pretty sure it was.
Me? Oh, Bald and Curious did?
Bald and Curious. I'd really like to get my hands on a single shot 10 gauge just to get the job done. You know,
Wield and Well Armed said the accountant is free. On Hulu. I don't know if he's talking about till May 8th or on May 8th. Because if it's till, we got problems.
Look.
I'm already doing it. Nope, it's a subscription only. So maybe it's after tomorrow. We'll see, I guess. Because if it is, I know what movie I'm watching tomorrow night. Mm-hmm. I've heard it's awesome. So
I have too. I just want to see him tee off from the front porch with the 50.
All right, I'm writing down your guys's careers. Okay. So our next career to the match the Harry says he wants to cut down semi-auto 10 gauge. Do they even make semi-auto 10 gauges?
I think they actually do. Their 10 gauge is a very popular round for goose hunting.
Is it? You can hunt geese. Where can you hunt geese? Because I want to go there and blast the crap out. Not Canadian ones. Geese. Dang it!
Snow geese.
I want Canada geese to go away.
In fact, forever. Most places, there'll be 2 seasons for snow geese, and one of the 2 seasons, I think it's late season. You don't even have a bag limit. You just go and freaking slay them. People take their 3-gun shotguns and load them all the way up. Wield and Well Armed is hurting my soul. Right
Me
now.
too. Thanks for rubbing that in, man. Okay, so our next career path here. Okay, next career to match the gun to the career is a convenience store clerk.
Dual.
Go for it.
Chrome 357 Desert Eagles.
Damn it! I was going to go with the Desert Eagle. Now I got to figure out something else.
I just keep seeing that scene from Bad Boys 1 where he's like, "Get out of here!"
You know what? I'm gonna go with a Tech 9 that he stole off of some kid that busted in and dropped it. And so he picked it up and now it's his gun, but he doesn't know it doesn't work.
This'll work, yeah.
Yeah. No, it won't. Actually, we had a robbery here. It was like 2 years, a year or two ago. And the image, there was a picture of it. And the caption for the image said that he robbed a bank with a military style assault rifle with I don't remember it was some attachment and something. In the picture, it was clearly a man with a Tech 9. And I
remember you posting the picture of that because you were jealous of that man.
I was jealous of him, but then at the same time, I was like, that was probably the safest robbery to have happened in our town within the past year, because there's a 90% chance that gun wouldn't have shot.
No, it would have shot the first one, but if you're the second guy in the room, man, you're in good shape.
You're safe. It's an interesting stat. If you ever go and look at firearms used in crimes, 40% of firearms used in crimes are non-functioning. They're either broken, don't have ammo, or don't have magazines, or have the wrong magazines, or there's something about them that makes them non-functioning. So, just an interesting little tidbit in there. Okay, so some of the other options we've got a gold 1911, Taurus revolver. That's probably a pretty good one. H&R revolver, also probably a pretty good one. We got a Filipino 1911, Mossberg Shockwave in 410, and Brian McD with a Jennings. He should have dropped the Jennings and picked up the Tech 9. The Jennings in 25 this time.
Oh, my hand, it keeps chewing up my knuckle.
So about 5 it's probably been 5 years ago or so. There were gunshots behind me. I have an alley back behind my house. There were gunshots behind me in the alley. And it, by the sound, I was awake and I heard them and I heard them going off. And I'm not even kidding you. When it happened, I'm like, that sounded like a gunshot. Then a couple seconds go by and another one went off. I'm like, that is gunshots. They were right behind my house. And so as I'm calling the cops and walking downstairs to report the whole thing, I'm like, yeah, no, the fire, like the shots seemed really sporadic, almost like the gun was malfunctioning the entire time. Like they were having to like screw with it and fiddle with it to get it to shoot a second time. Yeah, the cops like, okay, yeah, all right. So I get off the phone and they come canvass the area. Apparently they caught the guy. I don't know for sure because our police department sucks and they never give you information. Anyway, so I'm thinking about it that night and I'm like, man, I bet that was some like piece of crap Jimenez, like 25 caliber piece of junk. And the next day I go out before work and I'm looking around and sure as shit, there's a 25 caliber cartridge sitting on the ground. I found, and what's better, I found one empty casing and one unfired round within about 3 feet of it. Dude took a shot, it jammed, he's like, ah! Ejected the round, got the next one in, took another shot. Oh, criminals. They's dumb. Okay. All right, catching back up with the chat really quick before we go on. Yeah, Harry, mags loaded with different calibers is one of them too. Locke says when he was younger, a local hood convenience store used a busted Beretta 92 that the mag was actually stuck in the gun. That's awesome. All right, so just a convenience store clerk. Our next one is an IT guy. What gun would an IT guy carry? Builder?
Shield Easy 380.
That is a good one. That is good. I'm going to go with the Walther CCP. Along the same lines, Walther, because it's a recognizable brand name. Harry says in Johnson County, they robbed a store at the Colt Woodsman. That's probably the most expensive gun that's been used in a robbery down there in a long time. So Harry says for the IT guy, a SIG P365, also a good choice. Professor knows an IT guy who carries a P07. The IT guy I know has a SIG 938. Which, I mean, Builder, you didn't like the 938, right?
No, those are downright unpleasant to shoot. Yeah,
I didn't either. The
only gun that I didn't like shooting more than that was a Diamondback DB9. If you ever have a chance to shoot one of those, do it just so you can say you have, because they are recoil monsters.
I bet. This thing is a tiny gun. It's a little bit bigger than an LCP. That's gotta hurt.
Like, I ran a mag through it and I was like, it couldn't have been that bad. So I loaded it up again, shot it again, and I was like, wow, that was really bad.
Is the 398 the 38 version of the SIG?
The 238 is the 3080 version.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, that one is actually nice. Like I
had one of those. It was a great shooting little.
They're nice and sleek. Oh, Wield and Well Armed says the CCP needs about 200 rounds for the trigger to get better. I don't like. Oh, Locke says he's an IT guy and he carries a P07. There you go. I guess we got our answer.
You should put 200 rounds through your gun before you carry it anyway, unless you're me and carry a Glock 17 Gen 5 nonetheless.
It's a Glock. It's going to run. I'm not even. That's not even a joke.
No, I put 200 rounds through it.
Harry says the Diamondback could be a good choice for the convenience store clerk. Shooting Gallery says the Canik TP9 Combat Elite with a salient arms barrel. That is very specific.
Also a gun I would like to shoot.
I won the TP9. I actually think that should be on our list for
for guns for you to buy?
Yes, that's on my list. And the TP9, their what is it? Their competition model is.
Oh yeah,
I think our next competition shootout is going to end up being production guns. So we'll run like a 34, a Shadow 2, maybe a Legion without a dot, and I want the TP9 on there. I think that's a good option in there. Okay, so our next one is courtesy of Harry. So name or match the gun to the career yoga instructor.
the Kimber pepper spray gun.
That's not bad. I'm going to go with an LCP because it's super small. They probably would never shoot it. They never shot it in the first place to make sure it worked. They just have it, and they wanted something very small that wouldn't show like through their yoga pants. And because when they went in, the gun store was like, well, you're a woman. So are we talking guy yoga instructors? Because that's super awkward. But the gun store is like, you're a woman, so you need a tiny gun. Here, try this LCP.
Look,
Which
it's
is like,
pink camo.
Huh?
Look, it's pink camo.
I actually have a pink LCP in my safe. Don't ask questions. It's not mine.
I'm intrigued.
I'll tell you later. So Brian McD says a PK380 in pink. I'm guessing that's still the yoga instructor. Locke says an LCP in 22. That's not a bad option. Actually, I really wanted one of those too. That's on my list.
Threaded barrel.
Oh man, I won't. I want the 380 with a threaded barrel. I'm sorry, but that would just be a cool little package. But I'd take the 22 with a threaded barrel as well. Harry says a Hellcat because the girl in the ads look right. Let's see. Wilden Wellarm says he may have one off, but being a quadriplegic, the CCP caused him to sell his Glock 34 because of the accuracy and the trigger. Or Glock 43, sorry, not 34. Dyslexia is kicking in. It's late at night. Shooting Gallery says High Point CP380. For a yoga instructor, that's a gigantic gun. I mean, they're not that big, but that's a big gun for a 380. Okay, our next career is a small town West Texas sheriff. That would be. I'm gonna Barney Fife this one and say a revolver with one shot. Around these parts, we don't often have to shoot at people. Or a Desert Eagle. I could go either way.
I'm going to say a Colt government model Series 80 in 45 ACP.
Oh, a Series 80 though?
Yep.
Because safety.
Because that's what they were issued.
Damn it. You and your like, oh, this is... let's see. Harry says a SIG 232. Wilden Alarm says a 44 Magnum. I think you're probably right on that, Builder. Oh, or a Python. Locke may have a point there. I want to shoot one of those. Have you ever shot one of the nice Colt revolvers?
No, I don't really care to.
I would like to shoot one. I'd never own one because I'm cheap, but I would like to shoot one.
Not a big Colt fan myself. Nothing against them. They just don't really do anything for me.
Yeah. Kathleen really has nothing. She's been very quiet lately, and it's weird. Harry says an engraved Korth revolver or a custom heirloom precision high power or Series 70 with stag grips. Those are all very specific.
629 PD.
There we go.
The handful.
Oh, the 232 is for the yoga instructor. All right, that makes more sense than the sheriff. Yep. Brian McD says he lives in Texas. He sees a lot of stainless 1911s. And I would assume you would because a lot of people open carry down there. Up here, like people don't open carry in Indiana. They just don't.
Well, not since Walmart said
away. Huh?
That was the only place I would see people open carry, and it was Walmart. And it was 2 or 3 people per Walmart trip.
Oh man, I don't even see people do it that. It's
You
been
can't
probably
open carry in Walmart anymore.
You can't?
No.
That's stupid.
Is it?
Yes.
You can concealed carry.
It's still stupid.
Private business.
I mean, I don't think it's smart to open carry in the first place, but it's dumb either way. Let's see. Harry plans to retire and become the sheriff in a county where he can run unopposed. Pistol Pete, I don't think there's anything wrong with stag grips. It's a lifestyle, though. You have to dedicate to the lifestyle. So that's why you were so specific, Harry. Okay. Our very last one for Match the Gun to the Career is a politician. Builder?
Whatever their armed personnel is carrying.
So MP5s?
Yep.
Hidden
Or
under
even
their jacket
worse,
with a fake arm.
freaking MP7s.
Those things are not... I'm not a fan.
Watch your mouth.
They took everything classic about the MP5 and crapped all over
Watch your mouth, sir.
it. You're a fan?
Oh, I love the MP7.
My problem, I guess my problem, I don't have as much of a problem with the MP7 as I love the MP5. The MP5 is just, I love that gun so much. And then they came out with the MP7 and it's like, but I like the MP5.
Yeah, the MP7 is just a little buzzsaw.
But the MP5's pretty.
It is.
Okay. Let's see, a politician.
Well, that's fine, Harry. We didn't want to be your deputies. Whatever. I'm somewhat
Oh, I
big.
see how it is.
I'm bigger than work. You could be like your secretary or something.
No, dude, I'm the guy that you send in the dog door.
Have you on a leash outside just barking?
Open up. We're sending work in. I'll just go and shoot him in the dick.
We told him you got likes and comments in there. He's coming in hot.
Ring the notification bell.
You better subscribe.
I think, Locke, I think this is just politicians. So what would a politician run? And I'm going to... I don't know. Politicians seem like bead-blasted revolver type people. Not blued revolver, but not like a polished revolver. It's like a bead-blasted stainless revolver. Yeah. Yeah, now as far as anything past that, I don't know. But Harry's hiring Humble to work the jail. Harry, we're feeling very left out up here, man.
I have a degree in law enforcement.
See?
Just throwing it out there.
And I'm shoot guns. That's all I got. That's it. Oh, Locke agrees with me. Kinda. Smith & Wesson snub nose or a bodyguard caliber 9mm.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Oh, Harry, you do realize that I'm too small for half of them to be able to see.
We'd have to extend the handle on his sign.
It'd have to be like a 6 foot tall post, and then I just like stand up there and
what's that small child holding that sign?
I have to run into the middle of the road and raise it like the flag of Iwo Jima.
Oh, don't worry, sweetie. That's just the little policeman. Affirmative action.
Oh, isn't that sweet? They've gotten one of the school children to the crossing guard. Oh, I hate you all. All right. So that is it for our Match the Gun to the Career. Let's see. We are an hour in. Do you think we should do the next one, or should we just skip to questions? What do you think?
I think we should skip to questions.
Okay, save the last one for next time.
Yes.
Because you're going to need to think about those, aren't you?
Yes. I could not come up with anything for half of them.
Yeah, but at the same time, it could be good. Oh, I got another one. Did you see what it is?
Nice.
Yeah, I like that one. I think that's going to be a good segment. Harry says this is a county where he can run unopposed. At this rate, he's going to have more deputies than the population of the county. Isn't that the point? The entire county?
If there's not a whole lot of people in the county. That means that housing prices are pretty low.
It's true.
So you don't have to pay us a whole lot as long as we get health insurance.
And it's not like we have to work very hard.
I expect to have my belly hanging open. There has to be a donut shop in the county.
That's true. That is a stipulation, Harry, or we're not coming. Okay.
Open up the donut shop.
There you go. You could open up a donut shop and be a cop.
I could take them to the candy shop.
We're not. No.
Okay, this is off topic.
Okay.
Have you been seeing all these portraits and stuff that some guy has been doing of 50 Cent?
Like some guy, the Instagram?
No.
Oh,
no, like some random person has been doing 50 Cent in different portraits. Like
I have not.
He's been combining 50 Cent with other people. One of them was a portrait of 50 Cent with no teeth. And it said, went to the candy shop too much underneath it. But he's like combined him with Tanashi 6ix9ine and all a bunch of different rappers. It's hilarious. And 50 Cent is pissed.
Is he really?
Uh-huh.
He needs to get over himself.
Yes, I get to be in the courthouse.
Only if your belly hangs over your gun, though.
Ooh.
Yeah. You gonna Chris Farley, Matt Foley, that stuff with the... Yeah. Might as well. So I thought you were working the jail, though.
No.
Am I still stuck?
Humble's working the jail.
Oh, that's right. Humble's working the... Is he? Okay. Yeah.
We just have to take all the buzzers out of the jail.
Open up cell 3. My bad. It happened again. It's 2 alphas.
We'll give him one of those single action revolvers with the wax bullets in it.
Oh. That's
all right.
Probably
on to questions.
Okay, questions. Question numero uno. What do you think is essential for every EDC loadout other than a gun?
I do not leave my house without a flashlight.
Hmm.
I'll leave my house without a knife before I leave without a flashlight.
Really?
I use a flashlight every day.
See, I'm the other way. I now, granted, I have both every day, but I would take the knife first. I use knives so much. There's not a day that goes by that I don't open up my pocket knife. There are days that I don't use my flashlight.
Use my flashlight every single day. Unless I've lost it that day. And then I'm mad all day.
So this is off topic. Harry says, can you see how pissed Humble would get dealing with the same 2 drunks all the time?
Maybe we should just give him a water hose and beep.
That's not a bad idea.
That's my splits.
So Locke agrees with me again. Pocket knife. Pistol Pete agrees with you with a flashlight. Professor says cell phone. That's a good one. Uh-oh. Damn it, Harry.
The funny part is Humble would shoot the black powder revolver so much he would end up having faster splits than work still.
He would. It's true. It's true. He'd fan that crap. So Professor says a cell phone. Cell phone is actually, I mean, that's a good call because cell phone can kind of work as your flashlight. It can call people. You know, I don't know why I didn't even list that or think of that, but no, cell phone's a good one. So Locke says he's had a Makusta MC7 in his pocket for the last several years. Every day. Only started keeping a keychain flashlight a year or so ago. Kathleen says chewing gum. You know, gum is underrated. I am still running my, there we go, ABKT knives. I freaking love these things. I'm still sad, though. My favorite one, it's sitting right here, if I can get to it. I love this knife, and I'm sad that the clip broke. The Phantom Spectre. This thing is a badass knife. It's
Whoa.
What?
The knife that Locke was talking about.
Is it awesome?
It's very attractive.
Is it? Does it have a price point to hang with that?
I don't even look anymore.
Makusta, Makusta. Ooh, that's cool. That's a very nice knife. Well done, Locke. All right, now for the painful part. I'm not going to say the price out loud, but you'll be able to tell by the look on my face. Nope, this doesn't even have a price. It's
that
one of those.
Much?
Huh?
It's that much?
It's one of those, if you have to ask, then you can't afford it. It's pricey for a folder, but it's not insane. I mean, it's not what I would think. But here's the thing: I'm a cheap knife person, so like my $30 ABKTs, I freaking love these things. But dude, the Phantom Spectre, this thing is awesome. It's like a 3 3/4 inch blade with like the nicest little ball bearing open. Are you running Kershaw?
Buck.
Oh, buck. Let's see. Wheeled Noel Arms has a flashlight, cell phone daily, and flashlight weekly. Harry says the funniest part of the black powder revolver to lose time if you shoot it that fast. So work would always win. I wouldn't. He'd figure out how to beat me. Kathleen's leaving for a minute.
Could you imagine him doing cylinder swaps on that thing?
That's exactly. So
there are a couple. This is kind of what would really happen with Humble. There's a couple places in town, banks, where the security officers are required to carry a revolver. They are. I mean, that's part of their uniform is this .38 special revolver. And my dad is kind of an outspoken person. Went over, talked to him, outspoken in a good way. Went over and talked to him. He's like, "Why are you carrying a revolver?" And the guy's like, "We have to." He's like, "But don't get me wrong. I have this revolver as my primary, but I have a Glock 19 in the small of my back.
Oh my god,
it's my secondary."
Nice.
So that would be what happened with Humble. He'd pull out the black powder, throw it away, pull out an open gun out of somewhere.
The black powder would only come out when he had to pistol whip you with it.
Yes.
Shut up.
You get a Colt Walker and use it like Thor's hammer. Just set it on somebody. They couldn't get back up.
Oh, man. I still want my Remington 1858 conversion.
Do they make conversion walkers? Because if they did, I would be interested in that. Even in like 38 special.
Check it out. I'm getting 45 long Colt.
Yes.
Because cowboy gun. Because Merca. Yeah, it's not like I'm getting this thing for cowboy action shooting. I'm actually getting this thing to build a monster hunting kit. It's happening. It's happening. You shake your head, but you're going to be jealous of my monster hunting kit.
Probably going to be building it.
You might. I don't know. I still think it'd be a good idea to get Rob to build the box for me. It'd give him something to do, because his channel needs so much help. That bastard.
Or Jared's channel too.
Yeah. No, I need the help from Rob's channel. That's why.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, I'm curious now. What's he doing? I don't remember what his channel name is.
Build things. Build stuff.
I think it's things.
So the next question we had, and it's actually the last question we had, is what are aspects you look for in the perfect holster? This is something I don't really have a good answer for because I have two holsters. Huh? Yeah. I have two holsters that I really like, and I honestly don't think that I could pick them apart. as far as what I don't like about them, but I also don't know that I could say they're perfect.
Yep.
But I like them a lot.
Ooh.
And neither one of them are from big brand name companies because those holsters are harder for me to find, and it's just part of because I use my dominant hand instead of all used people's.
Not the right hand, literally. So, Harry says comfort when sitting. That's a good one. That is a very good one. For me, I like the ability to shift a holster. So I carry appendix, but when I carry appendix, like, where do you carry when you carry appendix? Like, is it 12 o'clock or is it like 12:30 to 1? Or, well, yours would be, what, 11 to 11:30?
With the sidecar, the center of my holster lines up with the button of my pants.
Okay.
And then when I'm not doing the sidecar, basically the front of the holster where my sights are lines up with the button of my pants.
See, I carry center. So like mine is shifted over about an inch from where you carry. It's just the more comfortable way for me to carry. But one of the things that I like, so clip position for me is really important to be able to get around a belt buckle, to be able to still have a belt buckle there and be able to get around that. Wheeled and well-armed is getting out. Have a good night, man. We'll see ya.
See ya.
Yeah, Harry carries 1 to 130. And that's, I find that that's maybe more popular. I think it's because I'm short and kind of fat that I carry where I carry. That way it fits better. But hey, big guys 45s, how's it going, man? You didn't butt in, you're good, man. But yeah, so that's kind of where I carry. But so position, the ability to tuck, and being long enough. This is one thing that Harry actually kind of does on his holsters that I didn't fully believe in at first, but the further into this I do. Longer holsters for appendix carry. If you're appendix carrying and you're running a short holster, it is not comfortable.
Yes, I definitely agree. A G17 length holster seems to be about perfect for me. I have my non-sidecar holster is a 34 length, so I could run the comp on the 19 and not burn my manhood again. It's okay, but it's definitely not as comfortable as the 17 length. And I don't have a 19 length holster because why?
You wouldn't be able to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but 17 and 19 of the comp. The 19. That needs an optics cut real bad. All right, well, that's about it for questions that we've got this week, guys. Oh, a professor said that he was just changing out Glock sights and just crushed the rear stock sight with his sight pusher.
I don't know that I've ever used a sight pusher to push out factory Glock sights. In fact, the factory adjustable sights you can physically push out with your thumb.
That is
pretty impressive.
That's just insane. The stock Glock sights are one of my biggest pet peeves with them. Even through like all the making fun of them and crap, the stock Glock sights, there's just not an excuse. No excuse. Let's see here. Wait, what are we talking about with Harry?
Holster length compared to body
6
size.
inches for 19 length, and 5.
So somebody between 5'6" and 6 foot tall, a 19 length would be perfect. 5'10" and above, a 17 length would be perfect. Which is why a 17 length works for me.
Yep, you're right at 6, right?
Yes, on a good day.
Big Guys 45s would like to know what this channel is about. It's about guns. Lots of gun stuff. So if you don't like guns, you're in the wrong place. Pistol Pete, is Is the trash can comment for the sites, or is that for the answers to Big Guy 45's question as to what this channel's about? It's about trash cans. All right, guys. Well, I don't have a whole lot.
Why don't you actually tell him what your channel's about there, bud?
I did. It's about guns.
Okay.
I said that. Where were you? You were yawning. Don't yawn. See,
tired.
Pistol Pete's got us. He's got my back. No, we do guns. We do lots of guns. We do gun tutorials. We do gun reviews. We do USPSA vlogs. We do what else do we do? I don't even know. It's late. Yeah. See, we do this chat. I knew there was one more thing. It's about it's about okay. No, it is not about guns and roses. Just guns, just the bang bang type.
Spoiler alert: Axl Rose went to one of our local high schools.
He did. He was he grew up here. Actually, there's a good story. There's a local ice cream place. There was a lady called the Cone Lady there, who is actually one of my good friend's great grandmas. Anyway, so Bill is Axel's real name. So he's in line. He's in town visiting his mom. His mom still lives here. He's in town at the Frozen Custard, and he's in line at the Cone Lady's line. And he goes up there and he tries to order food. Well, you can't order food at the Cone Lady's window. You can only order ice cream at the Cone Lady's window. So after she tells him multiple times, no food, just ice cream, next window, he gets pissed off at her and he goes, "Do you know who I am?" And she goes, "Yes, Billy, I know. Ice cream only." It was great. Oh. So yeah, so that's my Guns N' Roses story. But yeah. That's all I got. It's getting late, guys, and my brain is fried. So I think we're gonna get out.
You're already asleep.
Yeah. It's been a really long month. So, but we'll do this again next week. Considering well, at least I will. I don't know if Builder will be here. It depends on how he's doing, but
you probably can't get rid of me that easy.
That's true. Got to pay off those Rock Island parts somehow. That you don't even have. They look real nice.
At least put the other extensions on the other two mags while you have them there.
I know. I need to. Well, I have to. I got to do a video on it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, with that, everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out with us for a while. We appreciate it greatly. Builder, do you want to tell them where they can find you? Do you care?
No, you can't. So it's all good.
That's true. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at Work the Trigger, and over on Patreon at Work the Trigger. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye.